So now I'm going to be showing you how you can actually purchase a hosting plan. So it's not difficult. Like I said, if you can understand, if you have bought anything online before, it's just the same process. So nothing too complex. So I'm going to be using Namecheap and Google Host, for example. So like you see, we have hosting here. So we have different hosting plans. You can go for either a shared hosting, a WordPress hosting, or reseller hosting. So depending on, but I'll be explaining the shared hosting for the sake of this class. So click on shared. So if you click on shared hosting, for example, it's going to take you to this page where you have their different plans for shared hosting. So if you're using Google Host, it's still the same thing meant to you. In fact, just on their homepage, they already have all of this there. So just choose the cPanel hosting and click on get started. So it takes you to that page where you see the different plans you can choose from. So let's go back to Namecheap. So like I said, different plans, and you have all of these there. So for the first one, we have the Stellar and Stellar Plus and Stellar Business. So you have different sizes. Okay, that's just like the disk space you have, and these ones are unmetered, and you can have up to 3 websites there. Now what this 3 website basically means is that you can have up to like 3 domain names being hosted on the same hosting plan. Okay, which will mean that the 3 domain will be controlled by one cPanel account. So that's what it means. So depending on how you want to go about it, you can choose any of them, and for this one you can have as many websites, as many domain names as possible on this plan, and the same thing to this. So depending on how you want to go about it, you can just choose any of the plans. So I'm just going to choose the Stellar, so for the sake of this example. Now, so like I gave you the advice earlier, you can actually do the domain and the host on the same platform, at least for a starter, so you don't have to bug yourself with having separate accounts for the domain and having a separate account for the hosting. So you can basically just have it in one platform. So all you need to do at the point of purchasing the host, the next page it will always take you to will be for you to either connect to a domain if you already have one, or you purchase a new domain. So all you just need to do is to type the domain name you want to purchase. So I'm using Digital Gurus Nigeria, .com. So I'll basically just do that. So if it's available, you see it's available and it's checked for you. So you scroll down and say connect to hosting, so it will automatically be added to your cart. So you see now the price you are paying now has increased to about $17, which is pretty cheap. So you're meant to go ahead to click add to cart. It takes you to the next page where you just have to put in your card details, and boom, you have your details. Before you know it, your cPanel login details will now be sent to you from there. And it's also the same thing for every other platform you're using, whether Google Host, whether HostGator, or whether GoDaddy. It's just the same approach. And the same thing here too if you're going for Google Host. Just look at the different features they have, which you're going to be looking at as we proceed. However, one of the features you need to always check out for is this free SSL. At least on the basic, most hosting platform give this free SSL these days for your website, and that's what helps you have this small padlock sign in your browser. And it's actually very important that every website should have that first level security layer. It's very important. So ensure that you are at least having this for free rather than having to pay for it. And I think that's basically what you need to see at this level. As we move on, we're going to be touching some other areas as regards this. So if you have gone through this process, go ahead and make payment and purchase your own hosting plan, and you are good to be online anytime from now.